It is an undeniable fact that life can be very challenging. And so for us to meet the challenge, we do a lot of effort to the point that life becomes burdensome for us. In the time of the Lord, there were many teachers of Israel, but their focus was on the law, especially on the letter of the law. And because of that, life becomes very burdensome for them. Then comes our Lord, who proclaims the good news of God's kingdom. And people were amazed. He is a different kind of teacher. He communicates to them the love of our Almighty Father. He proclaims the message of hope in the midst of uncertainties. He communicates to the people the very heart of God, the compassion of God. And because of that, they were reminded of some prominent figures in their life in the persons of John the Baptist, Elijah, or one of the ancient prophets. My dear brothers and sisters, in this time of COVID pandemic, we are also in the time of uncertainty. Life becomes all the more challenging because we need to adhere to many protocols that is changing every now and then. Economically, life is being pushed, or we are being pushed to the limit. And precisely it is in this time that God's message of hope should all the more ring in our heart. Before my appointment here, I was assigned as an administrator of our hospital in Tagbilaran City, Bohol. And like any hospital throughout the world, we prepare a lot on how to beat coronavirus. But along with that preparation are the fears of the people, the fears of the medical professionals, the nurses, and the rest of the staff. Some of our doctors do not want to examine patients anymore because they were simply afraid of the possible infection. And so one day, we meet them at my office together with our acting medical director and told them this is the time that we should rise to our calling as medical professionals. Do not be afraid. Wear the PPEs. For all we know, Bohol has a very low prevalence. So let us not be paranoid on this virus. Let us continue to do what we are mandated to do. so that we can be faithful to our calling as God's instruments of healing. And with that, my dear brothers and sisters, we are able to continue our ministry in the hospital. With that, we were able to continue to serve the patients who came to us. With that, we were able to proclaim that message of hope to the people, that even if we are showing these symptoms, it is not necessarily that we are already COVID infected. And with that, we were able to be true to our slogan, one with the word in healing the world. Such is our calling, my dear brothers and sisters, in this COVID pandemic. We are in a time of uncertainty, but our strength, our hope, and our inspiration should come from the Lord, our ultimate healer and security in life.